What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Playbook Podcast. It's been a while since I've been on. I feel like me and Trey had to work some stuff out in terms of when the best time to do this podcast is. We're going to try this out a little mid-afternoon, kind of right before the evening, see how this goes. So yeah, if you guys like it, let us know, and we'll be rocking with this. I do apologize if I sound a little rough. I am a little bit under the weather today, but we are here. We're ready to rock. How you doing, Trey? Everything
I'm
good?
doing good, man. I'm doing good. Make sure y'all follow us on the Apple Podcast. We're posting episodes from the live stream to Apple. Make sure you share this podcast on my Facebook page. Share it. We share it. Promote it. But yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Surprisingly, ain't ducking, guys.
Okay, bro.
This guy's sick to football.
Okay, bro. All right, bro. Yeah, no, we're ready. I'm excited. We got a lot to talk about in NFL free agency. Kind of started going crazy today. We do have a little bit to talk about there. We got some basketball to talk. And then, yeah, I'm really excited. It is also the Players' Championship weekend in golf, so I'm really pumped for that. Hopefully, Rory's able to play. He had to pull out of the Arnold Palmer because of a back injury, but hopefully he'll be ready to go for the Players, see if he can make a nice little defense of his championship there. That would be pretty sick. But, yeah, we're just going to hop right into some NFL headlines. Rashawn Gary traded to the Cowboys. Packers trading him to the Cowboys. Packers and Cowboys really making some moves for each other, huh? It's pretty interesting, but it's a late round 2027 pick. I don't know the exact number. I don't know if we've seen the number on that pick yet. 4th round draft pick. He's a veteran. He was going to be released probably by the Packers, but the Cowboys did make a trade there for a 4th rounder. So there must have been some sort of information that he was going to be picked up or traded for even, a lower pick. But he did have 7.5 sacks last year. He had 7.5 sacks the year before. He is a defensive lineman. I feel like this will definitely help. I really like the Cowboys defensive linemen right now. Quinnen Williams and Rashawn Gary. I like that quite a bit. Do you think that this is enough for the obviously they have 2 first-round draft picks, so they can make either more moves or draft 2 really good prospects. Do you think that this plus a good draft would put the Cowboys in position to at least compete for the NFC East?
I think so. Because last year in the defense was dead last in everything category, and pass rushing, sacks, tackle for losses, they were 32nd in the NFL in that. And we needed some. I know we got Kenny Clark kind of late, but I think this is a good move for the Cowboys to get. Plus you got a good offensive team now. You got Pickens, who's a franchise tag, and CeeDee Lamb too. And then on top of that, you got what you've called. You also got a good running back, good running core, good tight end, good O line. And I think they're not done. I think they can actually pick up more veterans for secondary team, because secondary team needs help right now. Trayvon Diggs is washed up.
He's gone.
I mean, that after his ACL tear he had, he's been not the same since that. And he also needed new cornerbacks too. So, but we needed that pass rusher that the fire for the football. So, and on defense. So I think this is a good move. I mean, probably could win it to the NFC Championship. Probably could. Despite even last season it was our best year on offense wise. So, this is what we needed.
Yeah, I definitely think it helps. A good defensive lineman, run stopper, 7.5 sacks for a defensive lineman is very respectable. He can get to the passer. He can get to the passer. I think if the Cowboys are able to draft David Bailey, which I just feel like is not possible given where they're drafting, if they can do that or draft someone like Sonny Styles, and pick up another linebacker. I know that they've been in talks with Jacob Rodriguez, my TTU guy. He'd be a really great addition to that linebacker core. So we'll see. If the offense can stay the same, which they did franchise tag George Pickens, they still have CeeDee Lamb. Dak is still a great quarterback. They still have a good offensive line. If this defense can really come together under the new defensive coordinator, the Eagles DB coach, I always forget his name, but we'll be remembering here soon. But yeah, I like this a lot, and I think it's a great move by the Cowboys. So moving over to here we go, Kansas City. They didn't stay quiet for very long. They got the Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker, K9, the running back who was just fantastic all year. He did sign with Kansas City. So we've always talked about how the Chiefs are in desperate need of an actual running back, and they get one of the best running backs in the NFL. I mean, I'm going to pull up his stats here from last year. He's 25 years old, so it's not like he's an aging guy. He's not aging, right? He's not aging at all. He was in split carries with Zach Charbonnet for a while, and he still had over 1,000 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns, but he was never the lead back until after Charbonnet got hurt. And then Kenneth Walker was the lead back, and he looked incredible. He was fantastic in the Super Bowl, obviously, against a really good run defense. I want to pull up his playoff stats here. Yeah, he had he was really good in that game. He was really the only source of offense in that game. But yeah, I think this is their best. I think this is the Chiefs' best running back since Jamal Charles. Which is a little scary to think about. So I guess this is a two-parter question. Do you think this hurts Seattle's chances to repeat? And do you think that this puts Kansas City right back on the map if Patrick Mahomes comes back and he's himself, you know?
Yeah, so I think this is a good pickup for the Chiefs because Kareem Hunt is a criminal. He's an actual criminal.
No, he actually is, yeah.
And it's actually a fact, guys. I'm not lying. Look what he did. And come talk to me about that. But you know, they needed a good running core. They needed a big one big time. You know, Isaiah Pacheco, he was terrible last season. He wasn't the same guy as he was the year prior and the year prior to that, you know. And Kenneth Walker is an MVP, Super Bowl MVP for a reason. He's a tough running back. He's a big boy. He's strong, but I think this can help us put them back on the map. I know Mahomes said they was coming back the first game of the season. That's Mahomes' return date. I don't know if that will happen, but if that's what he wants. And I probably think this hurts Seattle repeating because he's probably their second best player on the team, if not first, the most valuable player on the Seattle Seahawks team because you have Jigma, and then you have Kareem. You also have Kenneth Walker too, who are the two most valuable players on this team. But I think this might hurt them a little bit. But Jigma can play football. He can play running back. I've seen Jigma play running back, and he can play running back. So.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think it's a big deal. Running back's not the core of your team. Was Kenneth Walker fantastic? Yeah, was he the Super Bowl MVP? Yeah, but they can just draft another running back. They can find another running back. They have a really good offensive line. I feel like Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, they did keep Rashid Shaheed. They're all still there, so I'm not too worried about it for them. I do think this does help the Chiefs out quite a bit, though, because having that kind of explosion on offense is what they've really been missing, and having a good running back is what they've been missing. So I think this is really big for the Chiefs, and I don't think it's too big of a deal for Seattle. I think Seattle can still repeat even without K9, but this definitely helps Kansas City out a lot. So I'm interested to see how they look when Mahomes gets back. And Travis Kelce is not retiring. Shockingly, he's coming back for his 14th season. I don't know how he's going to be or what, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so, I agree with you, Danny.
Yeah, Isaiah likely to the Giants.
I mean, I don't
think that really means anything.
I know, probably.
Yeah. Also, Max Crosby is a Raven. I know you talked about it, but I thought that was really interesting. So,
Yeah, Danny's a Ravens fan.
Yeah, I'm sure you're hype about that. I don't think he's worth 2 first rounders, but he's still Max Crosby. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's big for the Ravens. So the Cowboys did offer. I did see they offered a first round pick, Oso Digizua, and a second round pick. I am glad that the Ravens said no. I like Max Crosby a lot. I don't know if he's worth that kind of a package. I mean, Max Crosby got the Micah Parsons package, 2 first rounders. Yeah, I do feel bad for Joe Burrow. That's rough. That's really rough. That's nasty. That is nasty. I think Max Crosby's amazing, but I'm not sure I would give up 2 first rounders for him.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think he's better when Micah Parsons is healthy. I don't think Max Crosby's better. Max Crosby's 28. Micah Parsons is not 28.
He's 26, something like that.
Yeah, he's 26. So I don't know. I mean, I think the Ravens had to do something. They got a new head coach, starting a new era, and they started off strong by going out and getting Max Crosby. But I much prefer. I am not about to say Rashawn Gary's better than Max Crosby, but I prefer getting a player like Max Crosby and keeping your draft capital over spending it all on Max Crosby. I think the Ravens are going to be really good. They're probably going to be back in the AFC mix of AFC championship between them, the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Bills. I think they're going to be right back there. So I do think that was big for them. But yeah, I don't know if I'd have given that much up for him, but they did, and he's probably going to have a great year. So I thought that was really interesting as well.
And the Raiders, it's like a
well. I mean, that's a great package for them, though. They got 2 more first rounders. They do have the first round. They're going to draft Fernando Mendoza, who I'm not sure is I'm not sure he's the best prospect we've seen in quarterbacks for a while, but
Dan Orlovsky is a better prospect than Peyton Manning.
Okay, well, Dan Orlovsky's on crack. So,
I
know. Anything will be better for the Raiders than where they were at a year before. So, and some other big names. Mike Evans did sign with the Niners. Congrats, Niners. You got a really old, washed up Mike Evans who's injury prone now. This would have been a really awesome move 10 years ago. But I really don't think that this is going to do much for the Niners. I mean, more like 5 years ago, because I don't even think Mike Evans was in the NFL 10 years ago. Yeah, he was actually. Wow, he's been in the NFL since 2014. This dude's old. He's 33. He's 30. Well, he's 32, but he'll be 33 by the time the season starts. I mean, cool, I guess. I don't really think that does much for the Niners. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Mike Evans hasn't had his best year since Tom Brady was there, actually, which is even insane. The last time he actually had good numbers was Brady was his quarterback, and that was like 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. The Niners, good pick up, but it's kind of too late. He's kind of out of his prime a little bit. I mean, it probably helped him because George Kittle is out right now, so it could help him a little bit. But other than that, the only best receiver y'all got is Juwan Jennings. That's all y'all got. Him and CMC. But this doesn't help the Niners at all. And I know a Niners fan out there who's my barber. And I'm sorry to say this to you, bro, but I could pick up for the Niners. And they ain't gonna win jack. So
yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't think that this really moves the needle too much, but they got him. So, and Mike Evans is no longer a Buccaneer. That's really strange, but yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. And Tua did get released from Miami. He did sign with the Atlanta Falcons. The Tua experiment is over in Miami. How are you feeling about that?
Okay. Tua Tagovailoa should be out of the NFL for good. He's robbing the Atlanta Falcons. He's stealing. That's a criminal right there.
Yeah.
Okay? Tua is injury prone. This guy has had 6 concussions since he's playing football. He had few in Alabama. He had few against in Miami. They're just, I mean, dude, this guy. I agree with you, Danny. His principles are like mashed potatoes, bro. He's cooked. Why is I don't know why this guy's still in the NFL. I don't know how he's still in the NFL. I don't understand how. This guy is robbing money. You're wasting your time with this guy. You really are. He can't play in cold weather too. That's another thing. He sucks in cold weather. He's terrible in it. This is crazy to me. This is an abomination to the Falcons. Tua Tagovailoa is no longer the same guy he was before his concussion injury. Since the concussion he had against Cincinnati back in Monday Night Football of 2022-2023 season, that was it for Tua. That was it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tyreek Hill, I hope he goes back to KC, but I don't think he will. I think he's kind of washed up too. He wasted his career in Miami because he said Tua was accurate than Patrick Mahomes. Look what that got him. Nowhere.
Yeah.
He should be done. If I'm Tyreek Hill, bro, call it quits, bro. Plus, Tyreek Hill reality though should be in jail, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, Tua, I don't know, bro. The Falcons are just getting really mid left-handed quarterbacks, I guess.
Yeah.
Tua and Michael Penix, I don't really think that a lot of these moves are really meh. I think the Kenneth Walker move is probably the biggest move of free agency so far. I do like the Rashawn Gary pickup by the Cowboys, but like Tua going to no one, nobody cares, bro. Tua, yeah, his brains are mashed potatoes. He's not an NFL quarterback anymore. I don't think he's probably going to be a backup, but yeah, I don't know.
Bro. Next thing you know, it's gonna be like Aaron Hernandez going crazy.
It's possible. But yeah, so we're going to move on to some basketball. The basketball NBA season is going full throttle right now. Jason Tatum miraculously making his return 298 days after he tore his Achilles tendon to a very good Celtics team. Even without him, they were second in the East. They did win against Cleveland in a big game against another good team. Jason Tatum looked pretty good. This was his second game back. His first game back was against the Mavs. No Cooper Flag. Well, Cooper Flag was there, but he got hurt. So it's not, Mavs are very good, even with Cooper Flag. And then Boston, they beat Cleveland. Jason Tatum looked pretty good. He had 20 points, 6 of 16 shooting, which isn't great. 2 assists and 3 rebounds. I know his game against the Mavs, he had like 15 rebounds and 7 assists or something like that. But seeing that he's back and he does look pretty good, all things considered, he's only going to get better and more in shape as the season goes on. And he does have a couple months to really get ready for the playoffs. Do you think that Jason Tatum coming back changes not just the Eastern Conference picture, but the title picture? Do you think the Celtics can genuinely make a run at the title with Jason Tatum back?
I think yes and no. Yes, because he's Jason Tatum. He's arguably one of the best players when he's healthy. I know I've been critical of him, so have you, in the past, and I know he probably should have won the Finals MVP a couple years ago. But at the same time, though, is he going to hurt the chemistry of the team a little bit? Because JT's out there shooting the ball from 3 like he was before. And Jaylen Brown's proven he can be number 1 option in any team. He's proven that this season. So it's a yes and no. I think he can change it because he's Jason Tatum. Arguably a top 5 player when he's healthy. And but at the same time though, he hasn't played all season with his team. I mean, Pritchard's coming back off the bench, who's starting too, and Danny forgot his name. He's bald. Derek White. Derek White, yeah. Okay. Derek White. Do we have him too? And then you have JB, and then you have JB too, Jalen Brown, who's a baller. Jalen Brown is in the arguably MVP conversation right now. The way he's playing this season, so it's yes and no with this team. It's a yes and no with this team. Because they can. Because here's the deal: they can shoot threes and shoot threes and shoot threes, but without Jason Tatum, it looked pretty good without JT. Even though Charlotte beat them a couple weeks ago, but other than that,
yeah. Other than that, they looked really good. They lost to Denver, they lost to New York, and that's their only losses in a while outside the Charlotte loss. I think it does because I just think Jason Tatum's a good player. I mean, this team, I know it wasn't this exact same team, but this core, JT and Jaylen Brown have won a championship together. Yeah. And I feel like it all depends on Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown won the finals MVP. Jaylen Brown probably feels like this is his team at this point. He was in the MVP discussion before Jason Tatum, which, who you think's a better player? Not just you, but whoever's listening, like just in general, if you think Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum is better, it doesn't really matter. That's not what they should be thinking. They should be thinking that us together, we can beat anybody. We can beat the Spurs. We can beat Oklahoma City. We can beat the Denver. We can beat Detroit. Like that's how they should feel because they have a very good team. Sam Hauser's very good. Derek White's very good. Luke Garza's very good. Peyton Pritchard's very good. They have a deep team. They have a good head coach, and they have 2 stars. They should feel like they're good enough to beat anybody. Yeah. So, and I don't know who the locker room leader is for that team, but if I'm them, that should be it. Right now, we can, after we win this championship, we'll talk about whose team it is. Maybe Jaylen Brown leaves. Maybe Jason Tatum leaves. I bet Jaylen Brown would leave before Jason Tatum, but you can talk about that later. Right now, let's go beat OKC or the Spurs or whoever comes out of the West. Let's go beat Detroit or whoever, or New York, whoever we face in the championship, the Eastern Conference Championship. That's how they should be feeling. This team's really good. They were probably a 50-win team without Jason Tatum. That reminds me of some 90s team. Oh, Chicago. The Chicago Bulls were a 50-win team without Michael Jordan. Yeah, I remember that. All right, bro. It just reminded me of that. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up.
We should deal about that real quick, okay? The next year, they were 8th seed, almost coming to bounce out the playoffs, and Jordan came back and saved them. So
there was a different team that year.
Oh, but Pippen though. He's supposed to be the dog rider. He's supposed to be the it factor, right?
I mean, yeah, he was. It was just
happened in 95. Then beginning of 95, so Jordan came back.
Bad seasons happen, bro. It happens.
Hey, man, I thought he was the number one.
We had a whole season, an entire season of data. And they were a 50-plus win team, and they were one bad call away from probably going to the finals. So, but that's neither here nor there. I just thought that was an interesting parallel there. But no, this is a good team. Celtics are super good. I think they're good enough to beat anybody. I think they're good enough to beat OKC. I think they're good enough to beat San Antonio. I think they're good enough to beat Detroit. I really do. I do think they're really good teams. So I think that there's a chance for them to go far with Jason Tatum. So, speaking of this, you really want to talk about this. So, Michael Jordan had a nice little. So it's the worst segment ever. It's the worst segment in all of sports.
It's the best segment ever. It's better than Stephen A. Smith's segments.
It's basically
it's better than Chris Broussard's, Greeny's, Colin Cowherd's. I'll take it over any show right now.
So basically, it's Mike Tirico glazing Michael Jordan for 15 minutes every month, like once a month. It's the suckiest thing ever. It's really bad. But MJ did talk about the GOAT debate, right? Really interesting. He didn't really say much, I don't think. But what was really interesting to me was that the only other guys he mentioned were LeBron, Kobe, and KD. That was it. I don't think he thinks KD's like a GOAT, but he didn't mention Steph. He didn't mention Magic. He
Yeah.
didn't mention Kareem. He didn't mention it. He mainly mentioned LeBron and Kobe, which I thought was really interesting. So we don't really know what MJ thinks about who his best players are, but I imagine it's him, LeBron, and Kobe is probably what he thinks. So
Yeah, I think Jordan has mentioned before that the only ones that are up there with him is Lil Key. Like in the go-to case, is probably LeBron, Kobe, and KD. Like talent-wise,
Yeah.
KD-wise, and then
yeah,
he thinks he's better than Magic. He thinks he's better than Magic.
yeah. I thought that was really interesting. He didn't really say much. I don't think. I thought what he said was good. He mentioned how the game's different and stuff like that. And then I saw on Twitter Kenny the Jet Smith saying some nonsense on First Take.
What do you say? What are you talking to me?
He said that Michael Jordan is the most complete player in NBA history, which might be the most egregious thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's up there though.
He wasn't even the most complete player on his own team.
I think he was.
He in every single finals he played with Scottie Pippen, except for one, the 1991 finals, Scottie Pippen averaged more assists and rebounds than him. How is he the most complete if he's not even the most complete on his own team? I'm not going to start that. I will lose my mind. I can't do it. There was a lot of good things in sports to talk about, and First Take just had to bring up the GOAT debate again. And Kenny Smith just said a whole bunch of nonsense that made no sense. I'm calm and collected. I am calm and collected right now. So we're going to move on before this spirals. I thought that was really interesting what MJ said, but did you have anything else you wanted to mention there?
Yeah, I think he has mentioned before about LeBron that he praised LeBron. I do think and his Jordan said, I know he's mentioned this to people like Ahmad Rashad, who's really close to him, and also with his agent David Falk. Jordan has mentioned before that LeBron and Kobe are the only ones up there with him in his opinion that can compete with him in his prime. Other than that, he feels like it's him, LeBron, Kobe, and KD talent wise. He's a big KD fan. So
yeah, he's a big KD fan. I think KD's definitely one of the most talented players ever. So I thought that was really interesting. I really do think that that's like a really bad segment, but that's just me.
Here's the deal.
It's just pure nostalgia bait. That's all it is.
It's the greatest sports segment ever.
It's really not, dude.
It's
really bad. They don't even talk about sports, bro.
It's greater than Stephen A.
So bad. This is rage debate.
It's greater.
Cavs up one with the.
The one that can beat it is Tiger Woods' effect on his Tiger Woods' podcast. That's it.
Okay, bro. Okay, dog. Sure, man. Their whole team is dead. Oh yeah, Maxey, Edgecombe, and Max and Embiid are out. Wow. Yeah, I think that's probably the dumbest take that you've ever had. That might be your worst one yet. I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. So we're going to go over to the Spurs. They dominated the Rockets. They are on a huge win streak. Well, they were on a 9-game win streak. They lost to New York. They picked it back up. They've won 4 in a row, beating beating Detroit and Houston in that span. This team looks really good. They're super stacked. Wemby's looking fantastic. He had 29-8, had 4 blocks and 2 steals. De'Aaron Fox had 20 points, 10 assists. Stephon Castle, 23 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Do you think that this team can go all the way and beat a team like Oklahoma City or Denver in the playoffs?
I think Wembanyama is probably the most dominant center I've seen since Shaq, in my opinion.
He's crazy, bro.
I mean, I love Jokic. He's great, but he ain't Wembanyama. Okay. I think he can go all the way and win the whole joint probably. Stephon Castle's a dog. Wembanyama is Wembanyama. This guy had 29 points, 8 rebounds, and he probably should be defensive player. He had like 4 blocks, bro. This guy's legit. Okay. Here's the deal. And about the only thing though he can beat Wembanyama and the Spurs is you have to attack Wembanyama. People are afraid to attack him, and you can't be afraid to attack Wembanyama. You have to go after him. You gotta make him feel uncomfortable. People out there are stronger than Wembanyama. Wembanyama's 7'5". He's not that strong as people say he is, but he's still Wembanyama. He's intimidating. He's 7. His size is. I get it. He has good size, you know, but you gotta attack Wemby. That's the only way you can beat the Spurs is attack Wembanyama. Other than that, it's gonna be a long postseason. It's gonna be a long postseason for you and those teams in the playoffs against Wembanyama. You know, but this team is crazy good, dude. Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, a good head coach too, good depth on the roster. You have Darren. You also have Darren Fox too, who's actually a really good point guard. But man, this guy's a dog.
Yeah. The Spurs are so good, man. They've proved, I know it's just regular season, but they've proved that they match up really well with the Thunder. They're athletic, they're fast, they're big, they can shoot, they're well coached, which is what you need against the Thunder. Wemby also, I think, just hates Chet Holmgren with all his heart. And he kind of lets that show when he's playing. So I think they can win the West, and I think they can win the championship. And I think it's going to be OKC and the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. I don't think your guy Ant-Man can beat either team. I don't. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't think he can.
He doesn't hear Wim Ant-Man, bro.
Do you think that the Wolves can beat the Spurs or the Thunder?
If Ant-Man puts it the way he does, yeah, I think he compete. I think he compete with them, bro.
He could compete with him. He's not.
I saw LeBron James at 22 years old.
Ant-Man's not LeBron, man.
I'm just saying though.
LeBron,
I'm just saying. I saw LeBron go get Rasheed Wallace. Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
Chauncey Billups. I saw him can go against any of those teams at 23. He dominated. It can happen. It's basketball.
It can happen, but he's not LeBron. So
I'm not saying LeBron, but I'm just giving you an example, though.
It's a good example, but it's LeBron, and yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, Ant-Man's beat the Spurs twice this season, so
he has, and I know, like I said, with the Spurs and Thunder, it's the regular season. He has beaten them twice. They will play again. The Spurs have won one, so we'll see there. I don't think that he can beat either team, but we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. Moving over to the Knicks. The Knicks played the Lakers. No LeBron. They lose 97 to 110. It's probably the worst shooting performance I've ever seen in my life. They were 8 of 34 from three. They were building a house with all those bricks. It was awful. It was absolutely awful.
Which team, the Lakers or who?
No, the Knicks, dude. They were building. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was bad, and the Lakers were just leaving them wide open. I mean, it was really bad. I think Luka played really well. He had 35, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Austin Reeves finally showed some life. Yeah, he did have 6 turnovers, but it's Luka. He just turns the ball over all the time. He did finally show some life. He had 25 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Finally looked back like his old self, and they did win. But I think this is more about the Knicks. The Knicks are, I think, pretty inconsistent in how they look sometimes. So, do you think that this proved that the Knicks are a pretender, or do you think that this proved that the Lakers are actually a pretty good team?
Okay. They are pretenders. I'll tell you why. Mike Brown's not a good head coach. He's just not. He's not, with Tom, typically, the old coach that got fired. After that, when he fired the coach last season, it was a downfall for the Knicks. Mike Brown is not I'm gonna be real. He's not a good head coach. He's just not. He's not. He's a good guy, a nice guy. He seems like it, but he's not a good coach. He's more like not a motivator at all. He's nonchalant. That's why they're pretenders. If this was Tom Thibodeau, sure, contenders for sure. You have OG, you have a good roster. You have Jalen Brown. You're not Jalen Brown. You have Jalen Brunson, OJ, and Anunoby. You have Mikal Bridges. You have a good team to compete for a championship. But because of Mike Brown's your head coach, they can't compete. They can't. They're pretenders in the Eastern Conference. And the beginning of the season, I had to come out of the Eastern Conference this year. I did. But now they can't beat Detroit. They can't beat they probably won't. They probably can't beat the Celtics or the Cavs because they're pretenders.
Yeah, I don't. The Knicks don't do it for me, man. I don't think they're that. I mean, they're good, obviously. I don't think they're NBA championship good. I like Jalen Brunson. He's a bit of a shot chucker. I like Cat. He's just kind of soft. He's not really a true big. Except in that one random series on the Timberwolves when he was like playing really well versus Joker. But I like OG. I think OG's good. I like Josh Hart. I think he's good. I just don't think that this team is championship ready. I don't think they're as good as the Celtics or Detroit. I think those two are the clear class of the Eastern Conference right now, and I don't think they're as good as either of them. And if by some miracle they just go on a crazy run in the playoffs and they beat both of those teams and they end up at the finals, there's no way they're beating the Knicks or the Spurs. Obviously, anything can happen because it's basketball, like you said, except for Anthony Edwards being like LeBron. But there's a lot of stuff that can happen. I don't see the Knicks making it out of the Eastern Conference in my personal opinion. I thought the Lakers played well. I saw some discourse that the Lakers are better without LeBron. No, they're not. You guys are all weird. Can we just celebrate the win and move on? Why do we have to make it so weird? Everybody, every Lakers fan, they're all weird. Everybody's weird. The Kobe fans, the Luka fans, the Lakers fans, the LeBron fans, the Austin Reeves fans, everyone's acting so weird right now. Just stop, guys. You're all on the same team. Until LeBron is in a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey next year, you are all on the same team. So why are we doing this? It was a good win. Austin Reeves finally showed some life. LeBron's going to come in and play well like he's been doing all season, and hopefully Austin Reeves won't turn into a freaking piece of trash as soon as LeBron's in the lineup again. I mean, dude, they're acting like LeBron's stifling this guy. Austin Reeves was just bricking everything. I don't like what you want. Is LeBron off the court make it easier for him to hit his wide open threes? I don't think so. I think he just finally started playing well. So let's chill on that. That's just really frustrating. They're all big babies, but whatever. And do you think that the Lakers? So kind of segueing into the Lakers. So we both agree on the Knicks. Do you think that the Lakers can? I don't even want to say compete. I think that's too far. Do you think the Lakers can win a series in the playoffs?
No, they can't. I hate to say it too. I like LeBron. I feel bad for LeBron. I really do. Because this is not his fault. It's not his fault at all. You know what's fault's going to be when they lose? Luka's. Okay? I'm gonna say it right now. I really do hate watching Luka Doncic play basketball. I hate it. It kind of makes me so mad. Like I get so PO'd. It makes me freaking mad. This guy chucks shots. 6 turnovers. That's why. I can't do it, bro. I just can't do it. It makes me. And AR feels like he's freaking. AR played good yesterday. I'll give him that. But like Nick said, in the postseason, he plays like crap. It's just the way it is. I'm gonna be real with you. I miss AD on the team for once, bro. I miss AD on the team because he gets this. And Yonkey Aiden can't freaking sit a pick and roll for his life, dude. I can send my dog out there to do pick and roll. He knows how to do pick and roll probably. He has common sense. So no, they can't win a series, dude. I don't think they can do it. I feel bad for LeBron, dude. LeBron's playing good this season, averaging 22 points per game. I think it should be first. I think it should be all NBA. 65 game role limit. It's stupid. You know what? We're gonna go there at one point talk about that crap because I think the NBA is stupid for having a 65 game role limit. Get rid of load management out there, guys. 70-game season. There you go. That's how you solve it. No back to back, no backs to backs either. But other than that, it's stupid. This is not LeBron's fault. Okay, JJ Redick is tired of Luka Doncic. There's courses on the sideline where he's yelling at.
Yeah. I
That's
saw
not
that.
good. That's not good at all. Yo, Luka, you're not Kobe Bryant, bro. You're not Kobe Bryant. You're not. This Kobe Bryant was playing defense too instead of getting blown by.
That is true. That is
Like
true.
that. I saw Kobe Bryant against Carmelo Anthony literally walk him down the court, bro. Like physical with Carmelo Anthony in 2009. I saw the same thing with him going at Tony Allen and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen in the finals, bro. That's what I saw. I saw him go like Steve Nash. I saw him, this guy, 94 feet, lock down Steve Nash in 2010 NBA playoffs. Look at can guard a dog for his life. He can't guard a parked car or a no speed for his freaking life, dude. That's how bad this guy's on defense. This guy has 6 turnovers, dude. You're not Magic Johnson, bro. Just stop with this whole freaking passing all over the place, bro. Back to Dallas where you belong. You're ruining the team. You're ruining my team, bro. You're ruining LeBron's legacy, bro. That's what you're doing, bro. You're ruining his chance to win a championship. And so no, they can't win crap. They can't beat Minnesota. They can't beat the Spurs or OKC. They can't beat the Houston Rockets. They can't beat those teams. They can't beat anybody in the West. They're that freaking stupid because of Luka. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Gosh, bro.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I agree. I don't think they can win a series. I just don't. I don't. Austin Reeves and Luka can't guard anything. LeBron's going to have to be the anchor of a defense at 41 years old. It's over.
And you have a DeAndre Ayton who doesn't know how to play basketball.
DeAndre, he's just there, bro. It's bad.
Dude, yeah, Jackson Hayes, who's actually athletic, but he can't do anything. He sucks too.
He's better than Ayton. At least he cares about basketball. I know he sucks at it, but at least he cares about it, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's definitely a four horse race and a couple dark horses. Pistons, Celtics, Spurs, Thunder. I think those are the 4 serious contenders. And then there's a couple of dark horses. Denver, if Jokic and Murray, anything can happen when Jokic and Murray are playing well.
I forgot about them too. I forgot about them. They can't be the Nuggets, dude.
No.
Jamal Murray owns the Nuggets.
Yeah, owns the Lakers, yeah. I think the Timberwolves are also a sleeper. I know I just said I don't think they can beat the Spurs or the Thunder, but I'm just imagining anything's possible. So maybe Denver beats the Thunder or something like that, and then if Denver beats the Thunder and then the Timberwolves somehow beat the Spurs, like that, I could see a path there. And then in the East, I don't think there's too many dark horses in the East. I think maybe the Knicks would probably be the only one that are considered an actual dark horse. I still don't think that they can compete, but yeah, so I don't think the Lakers are in that race at all. Going over to some college basketball. Your guy, Caleb Wilson, is out for the season. UNC falls to Duke as well right after that.
Oh, man.
How you feeling? I know a good season like that's kind of jumping out the window. So how you feeling?
Yeah, UNC is good, guys. He's your best player on your team, and if I'm Caleb Wilson, just prepare for the draft, bro. Just prepare for it. You're all gonna be a top 5 pick in the draft. Just prepare for the team. Prepare for a draft. So get healthy. UNC ain't doing jack in the March Madness bracket coming up soon. They're gonna get bounced out. So good season, guys. And we're gonna know what though. We're gonna get Kenny Smith's son next season, and someone signed with UNC recently too. I saw this on let me see something real quick. University. So he got this season. We're in creating class and who commits. And wins the load. Well, Google's being stupid, guys. Anyways, Y'all got him. Y'all also got another player too, who's a four star player, and he's like 6'9", something like that. That's what I saw.
Mm.
So y'all got him. Y'all got Kenny Smith's son. So hopefully we get Marcus J. Spears' Jr. out there. Marcus Spears' son, who's really good too. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's rough, but it's all right.
yeah,
It's a good season.
I'm gonna go for Tech because I'm actually go Tech fan.
Okay. Okay. That's baloney, but whatever. Staying in college basketball, there's we're getting close to the tournament, but before the tournament starts, before we can really start talking about a lot of different things, Darren Peterson. He is still, a lot of people think, the number one pick. If you were so let's say the Nets, I'm just going to say the Nets. You're the Nets GM. You got the first overall pick. Would you take Darren Peterson?
So from a talent perspective, absolutely. But in reality, no. I'm gonna tell you why. This guy, Darren Peterson's had 12 missed 12 games this season. Okay. This is Peterson's injuries this season. So he's had a hamstring injury, a quad issue, a severe ankle pain, cramps. I don't know where he got cramps for. I don't know if he's on his stuff or he needs Midol, but he also has the flu. In the game, he told his coach to get him out because of cramps. The best availability is availability. That's always preached in sports. Talent perspective, I would draft him. I think he's a polished guard since Kobe Bryant. He looks a lot like Kobe Bryant when he plays. Probably more athletic than Kobe Bryant coming out in the draft. But I don't think it's worth a pick yet. Maybe, but I don't know, dude. I think this is a weird scenario for Darren Peterson. So
it's really weird. He's clearly the best prospect.
yeah.
I think he's probably the most complete scorer we've seen come out of college, maybe ever. I don't even think Cooper Flagg was as complete as a scorer. I think Cooper Flagg took a huge jump at his first season as a rookie on the Mavs. He wasn't this level of scorer that Darren Peterson is in college. Darren Peterson's a three-level scorer. He's got a great three ball. He can go left. He can go right off the dribble. He can go off screens. He can do step backs. He's got great handles. He can finish around the rim, left, right-handed, up and unders. He can finish. He's athletic enough so he can just dunk on you. He's got a great floater game. He's got a great back to the basket game. He can hit turnarounds. He can hit, like I said, pull-ups, catch and shoots. I mean, I think he's probably the most complete scorer we've seen come out of college since I can remember. But that being said, the best ability is availability. And I think that Cam Boozer will probably go one because of that.
Yeah.
I do think Brooklyn would take Darren Peterson, but I think Indiana and Sacramento and some of the other guys that are down there that could get that first overall pick would take Cam Boozer just because of that availability factor. He's so consistent. He's so consistent. He's a great player. He's going to be good in the NBA. Kind of a, not a guaranteed hit because anything can happen to these rookies, but with Darren Peterson, you're either getting modern Kobe or a dude who retires after 5 years because he doesn't actually like playing basketball. Like,
he says he does, though.
I know he says he does, but he'll pull himself out of games. Either a guy that has a horrible injury or just doesn't want to play, but he's so good that I would take the risk. I would just do it. I mean, if it turns out for you, you have modern day Kobe. I mean, you have a guy who can score anywhere on the floor. Obviously, it would be more like Kobe right after Shaq left rather than 24 Kobe. I'm talking about like late 8 Kobe right now, and then maybe would turn into that later on. But yeah, I would take him. I would take him just because this is the last year of the tanking rules because they changed the tanking rules, and I think if I'm any of these guys, if I'm the Pacers, all I'm thinking about is Tyrese Halliburton and Darren Peterson is my backcourt.
Yeah.
Oh my. And then your worry about Darren Peterson passing the ball goes away because you just have Tyrese Halliburton doing that. So I would take him. I understand if Cam Boozer goes one. I understand if AJ goes one. I get it because you want the guys who actually can play consistently. But I think Darren Peterson's the best player in college and has the highest upside. So that's just my opinion. Moving over to some golf here, guys. Arnold Palmer Invitational just wrapped up. Akshay Bhatia did win. Looking to have his big year. Do you think he can break through and win a major this year?
I think he could. He's really good. I like his swing. He's very smooth about it.
He's really good.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's nice. He's good putter. Gotten better throughout the years. So has his swing and whatnot. Probably one of the best left-hand golfers I've seen since Mickelson. Probably, he's that good. So he can compete. He's tall, he's strong, and I mean, winning at Bay Hills is a big thing to do. It's one of the important events out there to win. So props to Akshay Bhatia. I know he's on YouTube Golf called Good Pros. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. He played with Brad and Sean. It was him and the other guy. What's the other guy's name? Akshay played with I forgot his name, but yeah, they did a 2v2 with Brad and Sean. I did see that. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad he won it. I've always worried for Akshay to win at one point because he's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. I think he's good enough to win a major. You just got to put together 4 really good days of golf when it matters most. He's got the talent though, for sure. I think for sure. So there's I did mention the players. I don't think Rory has actually withdrawn yet. He's going late is what I saw. I have a Golf Channel article published at 3:34 saying that Rory said his back was being stubborn. It might prevent him from playing a practice round, but yeah, this is what he said. The back is being more stubborn than we thought, so I'm staying at home today and tomorrow to continue treatment in South Florida with the hope to travel to Ponte Verde on Wednesday at some point. So I don't think he's withdrawn yet. He probably won't play a practice round, which is concerning, obviously. So he knows TPC. Obviously, he knows Sawgrass. He won there. He's won there multiple times. He won there last year. He knows the course, but these practice rounds are really important practicing conditions. So with that being said, if Rory can't practice, who do you think is the favorite to win? If Rory can't, if you still think it's Rory, you still think it's Rory, but who do you think is the favorite?
Well, if Rory doesn't play, I want to see Bruce Koepka compete in TPC Sawgrass. He's playing this week.
Ooh, that would be sick.
If he wins this, a statement to everybody. Hey, bro, he's here. Scottie Scheffler's not played good this season at all. I don't know what happened to him. Something happened to him. Something happened to his swing or something, bro. Look, he looks frustrated himself. He missed a putt on Bay Hill that he normally makes, and there's a video out there. He threw a ball at a fan too, which was crazy. But yeah, I think Brooks will win it. I think it'll be Brooks. Brooks is up there, talent wise. He comes in with that aura and that fear factor a little bit. He saw in 2018 when he won the PGA Championship, Tiger was right there with him, but he still beat Tiger. But I think he can. I think he can win the major. I think he can win this week. I mean, it should be a major, but almost a major, but it should be a major. But I think Brooks can win this week. I want Brooks to win. If Rory doesn't play.
Yeah, if it seems like Rory will play, he's just going to miss his practice round. Backs are really, really harsh on golfers, so I'm going to just throw Rory winning out of the window. I find it really hard to believe that he can go from having to withdraw from the Arnold Palmer to being ready in a week.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing if he could. I would love to see him go back to back at the Players, but I would love to see Brooks compete. I would be awesome if Brooks was in the mix on Sunday. So I think I'll go with you on that one. I'd love to see that. So I think realistically, Scotty will be the favorite, but I don't think Scotty's been playing very well this year. He's had slow starts. He starts really slow and then he plays better, but
He missed a putt though. That was normally he makes.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Akshay could play, or I think Akshay could maybe win. I don't know, but I'll go with Brooks. I like that. So, going to some baseball. Season just started, but is the World Baseball Classic. USA is undefeated so far. Do you think that they can go on a revenge tour and redeem their loss from last time around and win it all?
Oh no, dude. I hope so, but here's the deal. Watch out for Japan, guys. Japan's really good. Shohei Ohtani the other night had a grand slam and 3 home runs. I mean, that's insane, dude. You're undefeated too. Japan's undefeated too. You're undefeated, you know. But I think they can, but you have to avoid Japan.
Yeah, Japan got him last year. Shohei threw a strike on Mike Trout. That sentence that I just said should make Shohei the GOAT, by the way. But
yeah, he's the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. You're blind.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. I think the USA can win it. I think they're really hungry to win it. But I just think Japan's too good. I think Shohei's going to – I think he just owns USA, unfortunately. I'm going to root for my guys all the way, but I'd be shocked if we're able to pull it around and beat Japan. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. But, yeah, it'd be cool to see. I hope it's them again in that World Baseball Classic finals. That'd be awesome. So,
yeah.
So going over to some other news, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather fighting in roughly a month, give or take. So, Trey, who do you think is more broke?
Dude, it's Mike Tyson, bro. He's broke as heck, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Mike Tyson, bro. What are you doing with your money, dude? I mean, there's no way this guy's that broke. There's no way. He has a podcast on YouTube and makes millions of dollars off that. But you know what? Maybe it's because probably is a revenge tour, probably with what happened with Jake Paul. But this is the dumbest fight ever. I know he hates Mayweather, but bro, this is stupid. Floyd, I know Floyd took the fight because he's Floyd Mayweather. He wants to take everything. He's for exhibitions now. But this is dumb, bro. This is a bad card matchup. This is a bad matchup this is straight up a bad card matchup, bro. Tyson's broke.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Mike Tyson. This is the weirdest thing ever. They're not even remotely close to the same like
dude.
Weight
how old is
class.
Tyson? How old is Mike Tyson, bro? Let me see.
Mike Tyson's 59.
How old is Floyd?
49.
Oh my god.
It's an unk off, bro.
Dude. What is this? I don't know what boxing's done, bro.
It's an unk off. It's hilarious. But yeah. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. So did you do this last time around?
Yeah, I did it with Jaden.
Okay, you did it with Jaden. Okay.
Yeah, this is what I did.
It's the who's my top 5 athletes ever to watch. Who is your list?
So mine was Tiger Woods.
Okay.
It was LeBron James.
Okay.
It was Tom Brady. I'd probably say I said Jordan, but I wasn't around that time. I'd probably change it to Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
And then I thought a tie between Mayweather and Serena Williams.
Okay. So for me, I can start right now. That guy right there on the wall, you can't really see him very well. Hold on.
Oh, Derrick Rose.
That guy right there, he's up there for sure. He's no order. Derrick Rose, LeBron, Tiger, Roger Federer, and the fifth spot seems really hard. Rory. Yeah.
Rory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about Derrick Rose too.
Yeah.
I know they retired his jersey
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Reggie
in
Miller said
Chicago.
that. Reggie said that he should be in the Hall of Fame. Do you agree with Reggie Miller, or yes or no?
No, no. I don't think he had enough good years. I think he really only had like 3. He had one great year, obviously the MVP year, but he only had 2 other years like where he was good outside of that. I don't think that's a Hall of Fame career, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I like the sentiment, but I don't think that they should let him in just because he had one good year. I don't think that that's a that's what the Hall of Fame's even about. So, but yeah, LeBron, Derrick Rose, Tiger, Roger Federer, and Rory, but Carlos Alcaraz is climbing up that very quickly for sure for me. And I just loved watching. I thought Roger Federer, even if he wasn't as good as Djokovic, he's more fun to watch in my opinion, and I think he has a special place in my heart because of that. So
I think Federer is the most talented tennis player ever, though.
Yeah. Well, Carlos might be, but
yeah, he might.
We'll make that. We'll make that when we'll figure that out when we get there when he's wrapping up his career. But yeah, I agree with you for sure. But yeah, guys, that wraps us up today. Kind of a lull in the sports world right now. We're right before March Madness. We're right before the NBA playoffs. NFL offseason really just started. The draft is coming up soon, which we'll ramp up towards that. But golf is finally starting to ramp up. There'll be a lot of golf talk here because me and Trey both love the game of golf. It might low-key be our favorite sports, but we don't really – we say it's basketball, but golf low-key right there. It's right there. I think it's number 2 for both me and you. It's just – it's special to us, and I know no one really watches it. I think me and Trey might be one of the people who actually watch it the most. Like actually watch it.
The views say otherwise, though.
The views say otherwise, but like other sports people who like basketball and football, they typically play golf, but they don't really watch golf. Yeah. I watched the Arnold Palmer, like, so, but we got the Players, which people consider the fifth major this week, which is really, really exciting. Hopefully Rory can play. But as we get closer to that Masters date, which is next month, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. So, but yeah, guys, that's going to wrap us up. We're going to get out of here. If you guys like the new time slot, let us know. We're going to try this out for a while. It works best for my schedule and Trey's as well. That way we can kind of match up and so I can actually be on. So, but yeah, we appreciate you guys stopping by. If you're watching right now, if you're watching later, we appreciate you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on wherever we are, Instagram, TikTok, all those places. So
let us know if you want to go on Rumble.
Yeah, let us know if you want us to be on Rumble, guys. So, but yeah, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Y'all have a great rest of your Monday, and we will see you guys next week. So, y'all have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you then. Peace.